For personalized astrology reports and interesting blogs, make sure you click on my original and correct website, and that's www.vedicoraclebyKadambari.com.
What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be analyzing the role of planet Mercury as a Amatyakaraka, so make sure you watch this video till the end. Now before you dive into this video, make sure you go through the very first video of a Amatyakaraka series. Well, that video will be very useful for you to understand the true meaning, the true role of planet Amatyakaraka, and most importantly, how to find out which planet is your Amatyakaraka. So make sure you go through that video first. I'll definitely put the link of that video in the description below. Now, as we have discussed earlier, that Atmakaraka is a planet which holds the highest degree, and this planet signifies our challenges, it signifies our desires, our purpose. Now, Amatyakaraka is a planet which holds the second highest degree, and this planet is closely associated to the soul, just like Atmakaraka. So Atmakaraka denotes the challenges, then Amatyakaraka denotes the actions you will take in order to face those challenges. If Atmakaraka denotes your purpose, your journey, then Amatyakaraka denotes the actions you will take in order to reach your destination, in order to fulfill your purpose. Okay, so this planet is very important, and together Atmakaraka and Amatyakaraka, well, these two planets together define your life, define your goals, and most importantly, how to reach that goals. Yes. So Amatyakaraka most importantly denotes our actions and profession. Now, what happens when planet Mercury is the Amatyakaraka in your horoscope? Well, in order to understand how Mercury works as an Amatyakaraka, you should know the true meaning of planet Mercury. So Mercury represents a prince. And if you want me to add some, describing words to this prince, well, Mercury denotes a young, curious prince. A prince who would pretend to be a beggar or a trader in order to communicate with the population of his kingdom. He will pretend as a trader or a beggar. He will go across the markets and the houses in his kingdom, and he will communicate with his people. And through that communication, he will be able to understand the current situation, and he will learn how to work for his kingdom. So Mercury as a Amatyakaraka indicates an individual who not only works according to his or her formal training, but these people have a very different way of working. They will observe their surroundings, they will collect all kinds of data, and then they will accommodate over here. They will process that data, they will calculate things, and according to their processing, according to their calculations, they will act, they will communicate, and they will express themselves, and that is how they work. It's just not the education they get, but a lot of processing and calculations which are always going in their mind are very useful for them in terms of profession, in terms of dealing with the challenges. So Mercury denotes communication. Secondly, it denotes self expression. And thirdly, a lot of processing, thinking, and calculation. Mercury also represents logical skills, analytical skills. So, whatever challenges you may face in this life, or in order to reach your destination or to fulfill your purpose, firstly, you need to express yourself. It is very necessary for you to express yourself, and secondly, you have excellent communication skills. Yes, if Mercury gets afflicted, then yes, you have to work a lot on your communication skills. But if Mercury is unafflicted, then your communication skills are brilliant, and you have to use that logical thinking and communication skills, plus you have to express yourself. And all these things will help you to deal with your challenges. Planet Saturn is a karmic planet, and that's what decides the experiences we may go through in this life. From experiences, we gain wisdom. So the department of experiences is ruled by Saturn, then the department of wisdom is ruled by Jupiter. But in between these two departments is the department of Mercury. It is the most important department, which processes and calculates your experiences. It will select what you really need to learn and what are your lessons, and then these files are transferred to the wisdom department. It is said that, for some people, it is said that this person hasn't learned anything from his or her mistakes. So that is the department of Mercury. Okay, and that's why I'm saying that if you have Mercury as a Matyakaraka, then you are blessed with the qualities which you require, which you require to deal with the outer world. And that's why Mercury is a good friend of Rahu. It works brilliantly with Rahu because Mercury over here is giving you a very smart, sharp mind to deal with the people in order to how to communicate, how to express yourself. So these are your weapons, and this is how you are going to work. Now, what kind of professions does planet Mercury represents? Well, firstly, it represents professions related to technology. Yes, technology equals to Mercury. Mercury is a very swift planet, a very quick planet, and so is technology, the new age technology. Every day, technology is advancing and changing, and that's why Mercury represents technology, computers, softwares. Just like Jupiter, even planet Mercury represents money. To be precise, money transactions. So over here, this planet represents traders, businessmen. And why so? Because you need a brilliant Mercury or a very strong Mercury in order to be a good businessman. You need to be smart enough to sell your goods to people. And that's why Mercury is associated with businessmen and traders, also the marketing people, the people who works in the department of sales, marketing may have Mercury as a Matyakaraka, and yes, even a chartered accountant may also have Mercury as a Matyakaraka. Planet Mercury is closely associated with education. So, Mercury as a Matyakaraka can also represent a teacher or a professor, researcher, scientist, or a mathematician. Mercury is again, it plays a very important role in astrology. So Venus with this placement can also indicate an astrologer, a brilliant astrologer. Remember that it's a planet of communication. It is also known as the messenger of gods. So it also indicates a spiritual leader or a philosopher. And again, it is a planet of communication. So it might indicate someone who's working in a telecalling profession or a BPO. It also represents a journalist, news person, or a news reporter. Now, the question is how to analyze your profession when planet Mercury is the Amatyakaraka in your horoscope. So, as I have mentioned earlier, most importantly, you have to see which planet is your Atmakaraka, number one. After that, you have to see the sign placement and the house placement of your Amatyakaraka, the most important things. Thirdly, you have to see whether the Amatyakaraka is associated with some other planet, whether it is in conjunction with some other planet or whether any other planet is aspecting your Amatyakaraka. So you have to see whether your Amatyakaraka is associated with any other planet. Suppose Mercury is associated with Venus. Well, this placement can make you a brilliant content writer, script writer, even a singer or an actor. If Mercury is associated with Moon, it can make a person a very brilliant physician or maybe a teacher. If Mercury is associated with suppose Jupiter, it can also make one a teacher or a writer, especially someone who writes on ancient knowledge, religion, and spiritual things. If Mercury is associated with Rahu, then it indicates a very smart and clever businessman or even a profession related to information technology and computers. Now let's talk about few people who have Mercury as their Amatyakaraka. One of the most richest man on earth, Jack Ma, the famous Chinese business magnate. Well, he have Mercury as Amatyakaraka, and in his horoscope, Rahu is very closely associated with Mercury. Well, Rahu is in the sign of Gemini, and the Amatyakaraka Mercury is in conjunction with planet Sun, which is the Atmakaraka. So, the Amatyakaraka and the Atmakaraka are together in the sign of Leo, and planet Saturn is aspecting these two planets. Okay, Saturn is in the sign of Aquarius and it's aspecting Sun and Mercury. Now, the problem over here is that Mercury is retrograde and planet Saturn, which is aspecting these two planets, is also retrograde. And that's why it took him a lot of time and struggle in order to figure out what he wants in life, what he wants to do. And once you realize what you actually want from life, then there is nothing over there to stop you. Planet Mercury also represents speech, mischief, joy, happiness, and wittiness. So, one of the most famous and amazing Hollywood actor and comedian, Adam Sandler, has Mercury as his Amatyakaraka, and Sun is the Atmakaraka. So these two planets, Sun and Mercury, are together in the sign of Leo along with Venus. So Venus over here indicates profession related to acting, movies. So you can see how really the planets together work. One of the most powerful and eminent politician, Sushma Swaraj. Well, she has Venus as Atmakaraka in the ascendant in the sign of Sagittarius. Mercury is the Amatyakaraka. It's in the second house in the sign of Capricorn. And then we have planet Saturn along with Moon in the sign of Virgo in the 10th house. So over here, Mercury and Saturn are exchanging signs, and that Mercury in the second house in the sign of Capricorn is also aspected by Mars. Well, she is known for her amazing speaking skills. Her speech is very firm, effective, and aggressive. So you can see over here the relation of planet Mercury with Mars and Saturn. She has been working as the cabinet minister in the Indian government. So in her horoscope, the Amatyakaraka Mercury is closely associated with planet Saturn and Mars. So Saturn and Mars, as we have discussed earlier, indicates profession related to political world. And yes, Mercury is over here is representing amazing speaking skills. So guys, this was all about Mercury as a Matyakaraka, and if you really like this video, do not forget to put a thumbs up, and yes, do subscribe to my channel.